What is incorrectly perceived as a sign of intelligence? Someone who's been in academia and the field of medicine/research for many years. I promise you, despite what people who aren't really in these spaces might think, it isn't exactly crawling with geniuses. Now there are a few gifted people to be sure, but 99% it's perfectly average people who just showed up and did the work. It's more commitment than intelligence. As long as you don't have an actual severe learning disability and have access to the correct resources, this is a big one, and put in the effort, you can do it too. Also, don't ever assume that, just because someone is incredibly knowledgeable at one thing, that it will carry over broadly to other things. Some of the most successful people have incredibly narrow, focused specialized knowledge. If an orthopedic surgeon tries to talk to you about infectious disease, take it with a grain of salt. If an astronaut tries to talk to you about the economy, take it with a grain of salt. Silence. I've been told, so many times, that I'm thoughtful and a deep thinker, but really I can't figure out what to say. Lol. My girlfriend thinks my silence is me thinking hard, or letting her sort her emotions out. But it's really me trying to think of anything to say, but I'm a dumbass. If someone's in an authoritative position, it should be others that praise them, and say how good they are, not themselves. I'm the best commenter that's ever been. People always tell me, they say VPman. That's what they call me. They say VP, you always leave the best comments. They say that. Ask anyone, they'll tell you. That's why I'm happy to announce that I'm running for comment president again 2024. Let's make comments great again. Being able to memorize. Having a good memory is definitely helpful and often shows intelligence, but just being able to spout facts does not mean you understand them, or can think about things critically. This is genuinely infuriating. I'm an engineer, and have a lot of colleagues that can dance circles around me with formulas and definitions, but can't design their way out of a cardboard box. I look like an idiot, because I can never remember the correct terminology for things, because it isn't used colloquially, and I have to Google conversions. It honestly takes both kinds. But the people who can shit random facts tend to be perceived as smarter, typically. The use of big words. You know the ones. I was roused in the pre-dawn hours, a time I usually set aside for self-pontification, by the voluminous caterwauling of my quad-appendaged feline domicile companion. No you Jimp, the cat woke you up. Edit, lol I'm cracking the fuck up at the chain of answers in this. You'll be crazy, and I love it. But that's still more intelligent than the people who use big words, and have no idea what they are saying. I have woken from my dreamscape before the dawn as my canine meowing companion has asked for its daily seculars of 2. I know someone who loves to do that with climate change denial. If you say stuff like too much carbon dioxide is bad, he will corner you privately like a bully and kick arguments and proof at you so fast that you can't respond fast enough, and he'll act like he won. Later on, if you have time, you'd find out that his proof is from dubious sources, but by then, the convo is over, and it'd be too late for a rebuttal. On top of that, he's a local journalist. So once, an investigative reporter ripped apart his climate change claims in an article. And I mean ripped apart. The general gist was, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, but he is absolutely full of shit. It was gorgeous. Edit. Oh, and he used big words too. Often incorrectly and with hideously incorrect grammar.